My name is Isla Gow. I am a nurse midwife from the UK. I first came to Zambia in 2015 and randomly ended up working in a rural health centre in Muchinka, Chitambo district, Central Province. The situation for the women was poor. I left thinking I knew something had to be done, but not knowing what. I spent the next 4 years getting experience elsewhere and joined MSF, Medicans Sans Frontières. My first mission was to Somaliregion of Ethiopia, then to Bentie in South Sudan, where I worked in an internally displaced people's camp for 120,000 people, managing a fantastic team of 40 midwives. All the time I was thinking, why are all these women dying and suffering due to childbirth-related causes? Trying to get to the root cause and coming up with ideas and discussing them with the very women that have endured such hardship. In 2019, I felt I was ready. I travelled back to Muchinka to undertake research on the current state of maternal health and see if my plan would be of benefit to the community. The village has a population of 16,600 with a radius of 30 kilometres and is served by a health centre supported by a maternity waiting home where expectant mothers can stay in the lead up to their due date. The results found that the majority of women delivered at home rather than deliver safely in the health centre and therefore did not attend the existing but unequipped maternity waiting home. There were 3 main reasons for this: distance to the facility and lack of transport, lack of food, and for the delivery, the women were required to bring baby requirements such as nappies and blankets, which they could not afford. Project BrightStart, a Zambian registered NGO, was set up to promote safe delivery in an equipped health centre with a skilled health professional by overcoming these obstacles.
Welcome to BrightStart!
Prior to our involvement, the maternity waiting home was just a room with 2 old beds in it, no bedding or mosquito net. The expectant women and their caretakers slept on the floor. The project has equipped the maternity waiting home with 15 bunk beds, as well as bedding, pillows and mosquito nets. The women sleep on the bottom and the caretakers on top. There are 30 SMAGs, Safe Motherhood Action Group, in the catchment area. Their role is on a volunteer basis in the community to assist mothers with information, encourage them to attend their antenatal appointments, and to have a safe delivery at the health centre. The project has employed 4 permanent, highly motivated and dedicated SMAGs. We have incentivised the active SMAGs with a branded T-shirt, which they wear in the community, giving them huge credibility, encouraging them to work even harder to mobilise pregnant women. Those SMAGs that had bicycles previously would give expectant mothers a lift to the maternity waiting home or health centre on the back. However, the majority of the women had to walk the distance, some in labour. The project has managed to provide a motorbike ambulance to the health centre. This will enable the team to plan in advance to collect them and take them to the maternity waiting home to await safe delivery of their child. The motorbike ambulance has enabled the health professionals to provide a more in-depth postnatal programme by visiting the women at home in the weeks after delivery. With the project's support, the 4 SMAGs have constructed a 1.5-acre vegetable garden and a 1.5-acre maize field, which they attend to daily along with the caretakers. The project has purchased 150 egg-laying chickens, and with a few extras from the market, the maternity waiting home is able to supply all women and caretakers with 3 nutritious meals a day. Furthermore, as an incentive for antenatal women to attend their appointments, they are provided with a free meal. Whilst in the maternity waiting home, we are encouraging the women to stay active and learn new skills with activities such as knitting, sewing and crocheting, for which the project subsidises the consumables. The women are encouraged to make a baby hat, socks and blanket, which were some of the items they were expected to bring previously. Any surplus is sold at the market and reinvested in the centre. In addition, we have constructed 2 large fish ponds and stocked them with a total of 4,500 fish. In 6 months' time, these fish will be sold, along with the surplus eggs, vegetables from the garden, and materials produced from the activities, to ensure it is fully sustainable and self-funding in the future. To fill time during the days and help educate, the women have the opportunity to watch educational videos on a range of subjects, including maternal health, under 5 health, family planning, importance of education, importance of washing hands, domestic violence, climate change, specifically looking at alternatives to making charcoal from burning trees. We are locating 1 television in the maternity waiting home and 1 in the health centre for the public. The early results have been astonishing. We are already seeing triple the amount of pregnant women in the antenatal clinics, purely because they get a free meal and from the mobilisation of the active MAGs. Last month, we also delivered 15 more women in the health centre than ever before, and that was before we received the motorbike ambulance. The concept may seem simple, but I truly believe that if we are given the opportunity to roll out this model, the impact on maternal and neonatal mortality throughout Sub Saharan Africa will be huge. The benefits will not just be shown through the reduction of maternal and neonatal mortality rates, but also through the empowerment and education of women, which they will be able to pass on to their children, providing a brighter start to their lives. Why this project will succeed is because everybody has worked together to make it a success, including the mothers and caretakers. Everybody has had their part to play in this project, whether it be managing the fish ponds, building the chicken pottery, deciding what vegetables to have in the garden, or cooking the meal for the daily workers. If they have had an idea, it has more often than not been used. The SMAGs and the health workers feel so proud to be able to offer this project to their community. I am certain that this project will be just as efficiently run and effectively managed without my presence.
Eva